The Nigerian Student Association has passed a vote of confidence on Dangote's refinery company. Hello, I am Mahlet, Ayele, your host at Connect Africa, bringing you the latest from the continent. Now, the Nigerian Student Association is not the first group to pass a vote of confidence on Dangote's refinery. The community leaders of the Nigerian oil producing community regions, now not every region in Nigeria has the oil, so those regions who are oil producing regions in Nigeria have their own community leaders, and they came with elders and they have visited, they have been given a tour by the CEO of the tour of the refinery, and they have released also a statement in support of Dangote and warning Bola Tinubu. That's one. Secondly, before that, also the African Development Bank, Dr. Adesina, who happens to be a Nigerian, has also supported Aliko Dangote and disappointed by the government's, action. Number three, now we have this student association who also toured Dangote refinery company, and they have come out with a statement, and this is what they have to say. Now, Dangote is getting more and more support, but more than anything, now there are these three groups that we have mentioned: the oil producing regions community leaders, number one, Dr. Adesina, who is the president of the African Development Bank, now the student association across the country in Nigeria also gave support to Dangote. Three things, but more than anything, the big support Dangote has is from the people. The people have supported Aliko Dangote. They have warned that the government has to supply him. In fact, Bola Tinubu intervened. When I say intervened, actually, he is the one, first of all, who ordered for this crude oil not to be sold to Dangote refinery. But then when the people, the demonstrators, put out the announcement that starting from August 1, they will start demonstration under a hashtag in bad governance. It's also a protest against hunger. Now, just 2 days before the protest, he came out and he said he passed the decision to sell crude oil that he ordered the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation to sell crude oil in US dollar to Dangote. And he knows that that was not the right thing to do. Again, on the next day, he came and said, oh, okay, I passed the decision for the crude oil to be sold to Dangote in Naira. He thought that will stop actually the planned protest, but the protest went on. In fact, it is now it has entered its seventh day. Now, let's go to I just wanted to give you a few background. It's always good to have a background on the story that we are reading or listening. This is what they shared. Now, students across tertiary institutions in the country under the aegis of National Association of Nigerian Students, or known as its acronym NANS, have passed a vote of confidence on the Dangote refinery. They described the recent demarketing of the world's largest single-train refinery by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation Limited as the greatest disservice to the nation's economy. Speaking after a tour the refinery facility yesterday in Lagos, leaders of students' body comprising of those from universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education said it would take an enemy of Nigeria to rubbish the gigantic project that would stop importation of fuel once and for all and save the nation of the scarce of forex. Now, the NANS Senate President he said they had the Akinteye Afiz said in quotation, they had the mandate of Nigerian students to come and assess the situation of the refinery, having been told that the refinery was uncompleted and inferior in all standards. Look at what they teach them, what they tell them. Even this false propaganda, it's not only bombed and, channeled through mainstream media, but our own local media. Look what they tell them. Oh my God. Now he continued as a students also, the head of the Students Association continues in quotation. This is what he had to say. We had a meeting on the situation in the country vis-a-vis uncertainty in the oil and gas industry, especially the current fuel scarcity, and we resolved to visit Dangote Refinery to see things for ourselves. You see, a brave move. Having gone round the facility, he says, our heart melted at the humongous size of the refinery. We are speaking the minds of all Nigerian students that governments should direct all marketers to patronize Dangote Refinery and ease the current fuel hardship. If anyone wants to compete with Dangote, let them go and build their own. Quotation closed. Now, earlier, the vice president of the association, Dangote Industries Limited, the vice president of the Dangote Refinery, while welcoming the students, leaders to the refinery, said President Bola Tinubu has intervened, commending the presidents for the directive for crude to be sold to Dangote Refinery in Naira currency, as this is a good development for all Nigerians. Of course, this is diplomatically, he's speaking. He's thanking the president. So this deputy says the concern of the students was well placed, as all Nigerians should be worried indeed, because about 90% of Nigeria forex goes into importation of fuel, and that Dangote refinery could help solve the problem, as 43% of its capacity production could satisfy domestic demand, while the remaining will be exported. What a thing, what an evil mind fights this man or this company, really. While the rest of it will be exported to generate more forex into the country. It's like they say, it's a cliche, they say to kill in one stone two birds. But I would say, it's planting two trees in one pot. You cover the all the cost you have by importing fuel, which costs you forex. It costs Nigeria forex $20 billion a year. Nigeria is paying for this, and then also it saves the country. It brings the country more foreign currency by exporting it. Now, he explained, meaning the CEO is a deputy of Dangote Refinery, in quotation, this is what he said. What we want to do in refinery, we have done it in another business. Nigeria used to be the biggest importer of sugar. We came in and changed the narrative. We laid the backward integration scheme of the federal government, and we now produce sugar locally for domestic consumption, and others have joined us. We did same in cement by opening a production plant, and today Nigeria exports cement to other countries. Dangote, the Dangote Industries boss said the company would continue to focus on its business strategy, which is to add value to Nigeria economy through investments and job creation for the teeming Nigerian masses. Really wonderful, wonderful story. Thank you very much, really, for this students association came and visited, and then also for the deputy of the Dangote refinery for telling us what the Dangote group or Dangote business have done in Nigeria, stopping sugar importation and then covering all the consumption inside the country to be, to supply. That is saving also foreign currency for Nigeria, and also the same things they have done in cement. Now, the same things they are going to do in refinery. So what is the doubt? Why this man is not supported? I ask you, and I will just leave it like that, because it's very simple, you know. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel, give it a like, and also share the video with others if you want to help us further, which we really appreciate. You can donate to our PayPal account. That will help us to be here more often. Thank you again, and I'll see you on the next one.